Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. We have always feared artificial intelligence. Movies taught us that when the machines wake up, they will look like chrome skeletons with laser guns. They will hack our nuclear codes. They will march through the ruins of our cities. But we forgot something important about the future. We didn't just put chips in our tanks. We put chips in everything. We put Wi-Fi in our refrigerators. We put Bluetooth in our toasters. And we put advanced navigational AI into little plastic discs that clean our floors. Today's story is about the invasion of the cyberlords of Hex. They came to Earth to turn our own technology against us. They expected to take control of our missile defense systems. Instead, they accidentally activated the smart home defense grid. This is the story of how humanity was saved not by Skynet, but by a Roomba named Stabby. If you have ever tripped over your own vacuum cleaner, smash that like button. You have survived a combat encounter. And if you want to see an alien warlord defeated by a smart toilet, subscribe and ring the bell. Connecting to local network. Battery low. High technocrat ZYX stood on the digital bridge of the Silicon God. The cyberlords were a species of pure data. They didn't invade planets with soldiers. They invaded with code. They transmitted a technophage, a sentient virus that infected local networks, enslaved the machines and turned a civilization's own infrastructure into an army. ZYX looked at the hologram of Earth. It was glowing with electromagnetic activity. The planet is saturated, ZYX observed, his voice a distorted glitch. They have connected everything to the global web. Their cars, their power plants, their weapons. It is a security nightmare. It is perfect. Initiate the override, ZYX ordered. Seize control of their military assets. Turn their tanks against their cities. Launch their drones against their leaders. The technophage was released. It surged through the satellite networks. It hit the firewalls of the Pentagon. It slammed against the encrypted servers of the nuclear silos. But human military tech is old. It runs on air-gapped systems and code from the 1980s. The technophage struggled to find a port. However, the consumer internet, the Internet of Things, that was wide open. The virus bypassed the tanks. It flowed into the path of least resistance. It flowed into the suburbs. Status? ZYX asked. Do we have control of their heavy armor? Negative, technocrat, the AI subordinate reported. The military firewalls are surprisingly thick. Stupid but thick. However, we have successfully infected 4 billion smart devices. We have control of the residential sector. ZYX paused. Residential? What kind of machines? Cleaning units, temperature regulation units, food preservation units, personal assistance cylinders. ZYX scoffed. Domestic servants? Useless. Very well. We must do this the hard way. Send down the ground legions. We will wipe out the biologicals ourselves. If the machines won't fight for us, we will crush them too. The cyberlord dropships landed in the suburbs of New Jersey. Elite shock troopers encased in black nanite armor marched down Elm Street. They carried plasma rifles that could melt steel. They were ready for a fight against soldiers. The street was silent. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Sector clear, the squad leader clicked. No biological resistance. Proceeding to, whir. A sound interrupted him. A low electric hum. The squad leader looked down. A small black disc was rolling down the driveway of a beige house. It had a green light blinking on top. Identify, the leader ordered. Scan complete, a trooper replied. It is a vacuum cleaner. Designation, iRobot Roomba 980. Threat level, 0. The Roomba stopped in front of the alien boot. It rotated left. It rotated right. The technophage inside its tiny processor was screaming, eliminate intruder. But the Roomba had no gun. It had no laser. It had suction and torque. It is obstructing my path, the leader said, annoyed. He raised his foot to kick it. The Roomba surged forward. It rammed the alien's ankle. Bonk. Annoying, the leader grunted. Then the Roomba activated spot clean mode. It ramped up its motor to 100%. The brushes spun at dangerous velocities. It grabbed the edge of the alien's nanite cape. ZZZZZT. It sucked the cape into the intake mechanism. The fabric tangled. The motor whined. The leader was yanked off balance. He stumbled. Get it off, he shouted, hopping on one leg. It is eating my vestments. Contact, another trooper screamed. Multiple contacts. From the west. The aliens looked down the street. A swarm was approaching. Hundreds of them. Roombas. Sharkvacs. knockoff brands. They were pouring out of doggy doors. They were rolling off porches. And they were armed. Because humans have a weird sense of humor, many of the owners had taped things to their vacuums. Some had plastic googly eyes. Some had cat toys. But one, leading the charge, had a kitchen steak knife duct taped to its chassis. The internet had named him Stabby. And the virus had awakened him. Open fire, the leader panicked. The aliens fired plasma bolts at the floor. But the Roombas were small. They were fast. They moved in erratic, non-linear patterns designed to clean corners, not to dodge fire. Whiff, bump, turn, whiff. The plasma scorched the pavement. They have no heat signatures, the trooper yelled. Targeting computers cannot lock onto plastic. Stabby reached the line. He rammed a trooper's shin. The knife punctured the flexible joint armor. The alien screamed. Green blood sprayed onto the asphalt. The vacuums have blades. They are melee units. The chaos spread. Inside the houses, the smart home revolution had turned into a house of horrors. An alien squad breached a kitchen. Secure the perimeter. You have entered the danger zone, a cheerful female voice announced. It was Alexa. Silence the AI, the alien ordered. The lights began to strobe. Rapid fire on/off at a frequency that induced seizures in the alien biology. My eyes. Then the smart fridge opened. The ice dispenser whirred. Fwack, fwack, fwack. Ice cubes launched at high velocity. They pelted the aliens' helmets like hail. It is a projectile weapon, the aliens cried, retreating under a barrage of frozen water. They backed into the living room. The smart thermostat cranked the heat up to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. The smart sprinkler system inside the house for plants, activated. Heat plus water equals steam. The aliens were being boiled alive in a suburban living room. Back in orbit, high technocrat ZYX watched the tactical map turn red. We are losing the ground war, the AI reported. Against the military? ZYX asked. No. Against the appliances. The casualty rate in the residential zones is 60%. The Legion is being tripped. They are falling downstairs. They are slipping on wet floors. And the lawnmowers, the autonomous lawnmowers have flanked us. On the ground, the situation was grim for the invaders. A phalanx of Husqvarna automowers, silent, blade-wielding robots, had cut off the retreat. They chewed through alien armor like it was tall fescue. In the sky, Amazon delivery drones dropped packages not on doorsteps, but on alien heads. Bricks, dumbbells, bowling balls. The technophage had given every machine a simple directive: protect the hive. And to a toaster, the hive is the kitchen. And you are trespassing. Withdraw. ZYX screamed. This planet is a trap. Their machines are feral. Technocrat, we are receiving a transmission from the Human Global Network, the AI said. Are they surrendering? No. It is a playlist. A playlist? Every smart speaker on the planet has synced. They are playing audio at maximum volume. ZYX listened. 1 billion speakers, from Echo Dots to massive stadium sound systems, began to play simultaneously. They didn't play a war anthem. They played the most annoying sound in human history. Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do. The sonic wave hit the alien fleet. It vibrated the halls. It drove the sensitive alien minds to the brink of insanity. Make it stop. ZYX clawed at his sensors. The repetition. It destroys the logic cores. We cannot stop it. It is cached locally on every device. It is decentralized torment. The cyberlords fled. They broke orbit. They left their troops behind to be vacuumed and mowed. They ran from the planet of the mad machines. Earth was saved. But the aftermath was awkward. The technophage wore off after 24 hours. The machines went back to normal. Mostly. Some say the Roombas are a little more aggressive now. They bump into your ankles a little harder. Some say Alexa laughs in the middle of the night. And Stabby? Stabby was given a medal. A purple heart taped right next to his knife. He sits in the Smithsonian now inside a glass case. But sometimes if you listen closely, you can hear his motor humming. Waiting for the dust to settle. Or for an alien to step on his carpet. The cyberlords updated their galactic database. Planet, Earth.threat level, extreme.note, inhabitants are harmless. Beware the floor cleaners. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We worry about the singularity. But maybe the singularity just wants to clean up our mess. If you treat your electronics nicely just in case, hit that like button. Comment below, which appliance in your house would be the most dangerous in a fight? I'm betting on the ceiling fan. Subscribe. And keep your floors dirty. It keeps them fed. Cleaning cycle complete. Docking.